Hey everybody, what is going on, and welcome to Camaro Clutch Replacement Part 2. So this video is going to be relatively short. We're just going to be finishing buttoning this thing up right here. I'm putting the bolts back in for the drive shaft, and then all that's going to really be left is tucking up any wires with zip ties that were connected to the transmission, as well as getting the Y pipe back in. But before we put that Y pipe in, I want to go ahead and install my Lakewood drive shaft loop that I've had sitting around for months just waiting to go in, and we're also going to lower the car down and get the clutch bled. So with the drive shaft in, we got the car on the ground, we got James in the driver's seat. I'm just going to top the fluid off here and use the remote bleeder to bleed this thing out. Now when it comes to bleeding the clutch, it's pretty much the same as bleeding brakes. You're just going to pump the pedal, the guy in the car is going to hold it, you're going to crack the bleeder, let some fluid flow out, close it up, let him release it, just top off the fluid, pump up the pedal again, and repeat until you can see no more air is coming out or the fluid's flowing clean and you can see that all the old stuff has been flushed out. Now I apologize for this clip, you can't really see what I'm doing, but pretty much I ran that green long remote bleeder hose up to the engine bay. It's pretty much right behind the blower against the wiper motor. So I have that bleeder open right now and I have that line submerged in a water bottle filled with brake fluid. So all he's doing is pumping the pedal, and as the level comes down, I'm just coming in here and topping it off. Capping it off, he's pumping it again, and I'm just watching as the fluid comes out into that clear water bottle, and I'm looking for like air and making sure the fluid's coming out clean. Once the fluid's coming out clean, there's no more bubbles, I know it's good, I cap it off, and we're good to go. Now I'm going to touch on this in the Trans Am video when I show you guys how I bleed my brakes, so you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about with submerging it inside the brake fluid and seeing the bubbles in the fluid. So even though I didn't get any good footage of that right now, we are going to hit on it in one of the upcoming Trans Am videos. Alright, so now it's time to tackle the drive shaft loop. You can see here, we're just getting this thing into position, trying to figure out where's the best place to mount it. Then I'm going to have to go inside the car, remove the seats, and we're going to have to drill some holes. Now this thing comes with all the hardware needed to install it, but to get it installed, you have to remove the seats, get under the carpet, and put bolts through the floorboard. So I'm going to start with the passenger side here. I'm going to get that seat out, remove the harness, and I'm going to leave the carpet in, but I'm just going to remove that plastic trim that you can see right at the bottom of the door there with those two shiny screws in it. I can remove that, and then I'll be able to get my arm under the carpet and kind of hold the heads of the bolts while James goes in from underneath and tightens the two nuts down. Now before I went and removed the seats, we already put the loop in place and marked the mounting holes with a Sharpie. We drilled the holes through, so now all that's left is to fish the bolts through on the top and hold them so they can be tightened. So right here I'm just hitching a ride on the lift. I'm going to squat on the lift arm and kind of reach my arm under the carpet, hold the heads of the bolts with like a box wrench, and then he's going to just tighten them underneath with the impact gun. But we got the bolts in, lowered the car back down, and everything looked to be good. It was a little bit close to the drive shaft, but it wasn't touching, and it seems like it's going to be alright. I don't have any footage of this either because we were just trying to wrap this thing up because it was probably close to 12 in the morning now, and we just wanted to get this thing done. But I'm going to leave you guys with some footage of getting it started up, pulling it out, as well as getting that sweet Charger pulled out. That's actually a twin turbo 9-second car right there. I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to go see that thing make a few passes. But my buddy is actually on the list to get that thing into Hot Rod Drag Week this year. They're on the waiting list. So if anybody has the power or can pull some strings to maybe see this and somehow get that car through to Drag Week, that would be amazing. But I think that is going to do it for this video. I really thought I had more footage than this. If I knew that, I would have just put this all in the first video. We only got about 5 minutes. But regardless, at least I got another video out for you guys on Tuesday. Right now, I'm just running it through the gears, making sure everything shifts fine and, you know, it goes forward, goes backward, all that good stuff. Then I'm just going to pull it out and take it on a quick road test. I'm sorry, once again, that I didn't have really up-close details with this stuff. I mean, all the reassembly stuff was just opposite of taking it apart, so I really didn't feel the need to throw a bunch of reassembly footage in here. And as I mentioned in the last video, I am going to be doing this job again because I do have to get that scatter shield installed. So for anybody who might be lost when it comes to a job like this, I will go into detail when it comes time to actually pull this trans again. But being this video was a little too short, if you need your third gen fix, don't forget Trans Am episode 4 is dropping this Friday. And for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, pick up a t-shirt or a hoodie. Link is going to be down in the description, and I'll see you guys on Friday.
By the driver on the right hand. Hendrick Castella and Jonathan. What's the name of Jonathan? Oh, Jonathan's got 2 jobs. Hendrick Castella. Much quicker. At 978, 145. Their Mustang, 1084. 133 on the right hand side, the Lucas Oil side, 1163, 128. Napa Lane.